Alright guys, we're back. Got the power wrapper out. I got my epoxy supplies out. Now here's the reason that I did not put the butt cap on or balance this rod. I need to be able to get epoxy on this butt grip and still hold it in my dryer somehow. Here's how I'm going to do that. This is a tool I got for working on fly rods, which I don't build a lot of those, but I build a few. And I've arbored it up with tape so it fits in the butt of this blank very snugly. And now I can chuck it up in my power wrapper here that I'm going to use also as a dryer, and I can work on this edge and keep this clean and keep it turning. The other thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to tape off the areas that we don't want epoxy. You're going to wind up pulling the tape off before the epoxy sets anyway and clean it up with paper towel and epoxy, but this will keep the most of the mess from happening. So let's tape this off. I'm starting with my quarter here because you can, well, a radius is a lot better with a quarter than you can a half. So I'm going to start this off and come in to right where I need it. And then I'll go out. No, I won't. Put this down in the wrapper. And then I'm coming off and go an extra width. And then I'm going to pull and leave a tag end up so I can pull this tape while it's rotating in the dryer, so I can do my final cleanup before that epoxy sets. Okay, so let's get some epoxy mixed up and we'll get started with the marbling. I'm going to need quite a bit of epoxy, so I'm going to mix up probably about 6 cc's of each. So I've got plenty to put a base layer down and then separate into 3 different cups to add the pigment to it. So I'm going to pull 6 cc's of the part white. And then I'm going to pull 6 cc's of black. Grab a mixing stick. I'm going to need a couple. Alright, start our 3-minute mix time. Alright, that's basically mixed. Probably could use a little bit more, but we will wind up mixing it more as we add colors to it. So what I've got is I've got a bronze, I've got a black, and I've got an avocado green as an accent color. So the reel that we're trying to match is this A2, and I'm trying to get somewhere close to these colors with the black and the bronze, and then I'm going to use the avocado just as purely an accent. There won't be much of it in there, but there'll be a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to separate a little bit for my accent. That'll be the avocado. That's going to be the black. Night sky is the official color. And then this will be my bronze. So I'm going to take a little avocado and I'll add some pigment to my epoxy here. Same thing with the black. And now for my bronze. So I want this to be pretty heavy. This is going to be my primary color, and we'll see how much of the black shows through. So there's my green. Very dark, I like it. Here's my black. Also very dark. And now my bronze. That looks great. Alright, let's get a brush. Check it. Okie dokie. And let's get rolling with this and pull this to me a little closer. And we'll start laying down the bronze. Okay, bronze is on, and I made a mess with it, but that's what happens. That's my base layer, and I'm going to heat it some to get it to run a little bit. Or maybe I won't. Well, I'm going to have to heat it something. So I'll get the heat gun out. My torch didn't fire. Alright, I'm just going to let it swirl around a little bit, because that's when you get the really neat effects from the marbling, because you can still see the carbon fiber grip through the copper or the bronze marbling. And if I play with the spin rates and the direction that it's spinning, you get these really neat swirl patterns in it. Okay, now it is time to put it into dry mode. And I'm going to now start with some of the accent marbling. I'm going to grab some marbling mud here. And I'm going to do the black first. I get a little bit of marbling mud and thicken this stuff up. It's perfect. Got my pick. Alright, that's the black. Alright, time for the avocado. I think it's going to pop nicely on this. A little bit of marbling mud in the avocado. Now my epoxy is about 20 minutes old, so it's starting to thicken up on its own, but I want the really stringy look for the green. Okay, now I got a huge mess here. Go back in with my pick. That got a few bubbles popping up here, so I'm gonna put some more heat on it. We need to do some cleanup around this reel seat because I can see where the epoxy is bleeding underneath my tape. Okay. Alright, now we're going to just grab our tag in peel the tape as it's turning. Actually, it didn't bleed too bad at all. I like it. So there is the first hour-ish of this build. You know, we splined it, we fitted the grips, the reel seat on, let that cure, started our first coat of epoxy. I think this rod's got some awesome color to it. I hope you guys like it. Next time we will start doing some guide wraps and maybe an under wrap. I haven't decided exactly on the color of the thread yet. I was going to go with a brown with this bronze over top. I may still do that. So when we come back, we will start with guides and hook keeper and get this rod finished up in just under 4 hours build time. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.